Hello creation, I hope you're well. Gorgeous sunshiny day today, absolutely beautiful. So we're lucky, aren't we? Lucky we're getting that. I've a friend actually who went on holiday and he went to LA. So there's just been all the fires, obviously. And as he's come back, he's managed to, be safe while he were over there. He were in a dangerous situation, obviously, but when he's come back, his home has been flooded out over here. So, in situations like that, and I know it's awful because it's like his home's ruined, but he's got his life. It could have been far worse. It could have perished over there in those fires, So we have to try and find the positives, regardless of what's going off in life. We have to try and find those positives. It's those positives what pull us through. Regardless of how hard the battle's going to be that's laid in front of us, finding the positives, and it can be hard. It can be hard to do so. But we need to do that, We need to try and always find the positives. If we can do that, we're doing ourselves a favour. We're not creating a living hell for us to live in, We're doing ourselves a favour. It can be easier said than done, I know, because I've lived it. But once we get, if we can look at, it all depends on how we look at situations and how we look at life. If I had to clear a beach counting the grains of sand, every grain of sand I picked up, I would think, well, that's one less to do. I won't think, oh my God, I'll be here all day, blah, blah, blah. I'll be here forever. It's a task if it needs doing. The same with any task, if it needs doing, regardless of how monotonous. Every bit you do is a bit less to do. And I think that's a good way. I think it's the best way to look at it. I mean, there might be some out there saying, no, best way is get some other bugger to do it. Anyway, I'm batting on. This I've just written, it's called Expanse of Creation. And what I tend to do is I tend to write over several bits of paper, so I'm going to have to swap them about. Well, just have a bit of patience with me, thanks. Expanse of Creation. Thoughts and emotions mixed into one, blending together of souls, and another journey commences. We will follow the Star of David and take warmth from sun god Ra. The oak tree growth from acorn sees a quantum leap not too far. Across the realm of Fae, well voyaged and shared adventures new. To cover the expanse of creation is the life I wish to covet with you. To express one's creativity really is to serve the higher self. Express it in the truest form for one to gain the wealth. But to what translation wealth, you may ask? And you are correct in doing so. Wealth is gained through knowledge attained. It's not just money, don't you know? So now, 'tis to the woodland to soak up and renew, to build up score of energy, to help it filter through. The land shall be the beneficiary, as soul is put to test, as all of creation becomes its very best. Excuse me. Soak up the sun rays, for they help to brighten those darkest of days. Bask in the natural energies of Mother Earth. This is free to all. Infinite value when we deduct costly worth. Re-energize those tired cells when unconscious souls create their own living hell. and take heart whence in the zone, for all are creation, and none are ever alone. Yeah. Let me take these gigules off. Let me get my gigulators off. Have I just made that word up? Might I be able to get paid for that? Might someone pay me to use that word? Gigulators. You know what, I'll have a look online, I'll check it on, somebody will already have made it up, won't they? Anyway, I waffle on. So yeah, I know I touched on this over a previous video, but if you get a chance on days like this especially, you know, when sun's out, if you can get out there and get some natural energy soaked up, or you know, it really is all about looking after your energy. The voyage of life is personal to each expression of consciousness, although when the right soul, when you're in your right vibration, when you're in your truest vibration, that's when those who are going to share this journey with you from this day forth, it's singing on the same from the same sheet, isn't it? You know, it's like for like, birds of a feather and all that. But in saying that, just because people dress a particular way, you know, like in the spiritual community, don't mean to say that you're going to resonate with all of them. It doesn't, you know. And there are, you know, and I have mentioned this before, in all communities there are those who will test you. There are those who are false, can be. There are those, you know, there's the narcissists, can be. Anyway, it's about finding your soul tribe, your true soul tribe. In this life we do outgrow. We outgrow. And sometimes we have to leave behind those who we don't resonate with anymore, you know. And that's all part of it. That's part of your growth, isn't it? And if anybody gives you or holds, you know, a grudge because you've moved on, then obviously they're not seeing it from an awakened, you know, perspective, are they? They're not seeing it from that at all, because they feel hurt, or can do, that you've moved on. But this is the voyage of life. And if there's someone who's draining you, one way or another, or those who are untruthful to you, just cut them out. Just cut them out. You don't need them in your life. They're not good for you. And it's as black and white as that. You know. But it's all part of a test. It's all part of spiritual growth. And it's all part of your learning. It's not up to someone like me to tell you. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not at all. Although I just did do, I know. But it's up to you to come to that conclusion. When human beings, when expressions of consciousness are draining you, are not good for you anymore, just cut them out. Cut them out. You don't need that. You don't. And if they don't like you, who cares? Who cares? Like I've said before, it's none of your business what anyone thinks of you. Live your life for you. Become your authentic self. And be love. Be love. Yeah. Anyway, that's it for now. Take care.